Hey, Steady Steve, and it is, Tuesday, 17th of April. It's 5 in the morning. You wouldn't believe how crazy early I went to bed yesterday. My brain was just tired and stressed from work, you know what I mean? It's just one of these things. Anyway, high of 15 degrees, low of 9 in London. Club. Right, so I'm going to go back to doing what I've done in the past, which is kind of, I call it grave robbing, which is really an awful phrase, but I can't think of anything else to describe it. Basically, looking back at other creatures I've got, which I don't really use, and thinking, does Soul Swap really need to sit on this Harbinger that I'm never going to use? Damn right it don't. Damn right it don't. In fact, I'm probably going to remove this protein and this vitality as well, and you can see maybe how I'm going to get my concealed strike on hands up to level 10 like right now. My twins, this is one of those random melts that I did to put injured on a twin. That's gone. I did actually think about getting desperate and taking voodoo off a Queen Temptress. Not this one that's in my main deck, but I would be stripping it from a tournament creature, and I would definitely build it up again. But priorities and impatience in no particular order. Right, so what the grab word's got. But I do draw the line at level 4 runes. Such as, obviously I would never ever use that dodge, man. Dodge is crazy rare and crazy useful. But you'll see that used to have the fire rune, which is crazy useful for Flame Brave, but it's just nowhere near as important as Concealed Strike on Hanzo once you get it, in my point of view. This healer rune from Oracle might need to go as well. That's on the list. I don't really want to take it from a level 15 though. And twins. Demonic. Yeah, a few of these oracles might, I've already stripped them. That healer rune level 6, that might have to go. Anyway, so let's just come out of this for now. Just making sure. Going to come out of that for now. What we're going to do is go to Hanzo, equip rune, Concealed Strike. I haven't done the raids for a while, just haven't had the time. But either way, so we. Alright, just filter this by level. I don't really want to use that voodoo, so injured level 10 takes me straight up to 190. Soul Swap. Worth about. I'm feeling kind of happy about it, but at the same time it's going to take me a lot more time to recover. Recover this position. I think we're going to get level 10, aren't we? So I'm going to use that injured. I'm going to use this Soul Swap. I'm going to use those protein. Okay, that's going to happen. I don't really want to use that big old voodoo. So I've got one which is at level 7. I'm going to use that one instead. Okay, I'm going to put that back. And now I just need to find the one that's level 7. Protein at 3. It's not really a game changer either. That might need to come off. Okay. Violence on the Queen Temptress, that's definitely gone. I can't even believe I put Violence on the Queen Temptress, for goodness sake. Okay, so yeah, Voodoo 7, there it is. Okay, so Voodoo 7, remove. Cool, go back to Hanzo, equip, concealed strike, upgrade, filter by level. Before I do that, I just want to see how close we're going to get, because I might need to go straight to level 9, and if I do need to, then that's be what it is. I'm thinking I want to do all this in one video, but do I need to? It would be interesting, wouldn't it? I don't want to waste a level 9 video. I don't want to, but let's do that again. Level. It's 20,000, so that's quite a lot. I think, was there an Oracle that still had the healer? This one. Is it more important to keep the healer and lose the bless? They're both important. I think I'm going to lose both right now and then build it up again once I've done Concealed Strike. I might end up losing a few Grimoires, but so be it. Really annoys me losing the Grimoires, I'm going to be honest with you. That hasn't even got any runes. Right, these level 10s are going to lose their runes. I think basically where I'm at in the game right now, I'll probably be able to win anyway. And as I keep on saying, I will get these runes back and level them up again in the future. It's just that right now, I'm impatient to get Concealed Strike up. And who wouldn't want to get it up? Think about it. Right, so upgrade. Level. Okay, definitely possible, isn't it? Hold on. I need to use all of those just to get within about 10,000, so I think that's what we got. That's what we got. And I'll definitely be able to make up the other 5,000 from other runes, so they're all gone. Oh yeah. Right, so filter level 2s. Select all. Okay. Level 3s. Select all. I thought we might be a little bit closer than what we are. We're not. Let's look at these. Unholy Sprite, Blood Rage, Sneak. And to be honest, I can't explain the belief it will be to move on from Concealed Strike to something else, anything else. Which my man Negafen was saying. Negafen's a guy in the guild as well. And I completely agree with him. Right, so what we need to do, is generate a bit of glory points. Sell, healer, filter, unlocked. Right, what I want to get rid of is these ones heroes are generated just so I could get the coupons. I was going to do a massive coupons video, which might end up being this video, but I've only got like about 60. Which ain't that interesting. 60 coupons, like 100 coupon video might be interesting, but today 60 might have to do. Alright, draw runes. It is good doing another Deck Heroes video. And right now I'm thinking is, do I post this to Facebook? Or do I post it to YouTube? I think for a while I'll probably post it to both. But in the future is Facebook. And I know I haven't promoted it. I've mentioned it and just not gotten around to it, but there is a Facebook page out there. And the easiest thing for me to do is put the link in the description of all future videos, link to the page really, more so than the video probably. But I just haven't had the time or inclination, I guess, to some extent. Right, so upgrade. The reason why I'm not going straight to 1 is because I might need to do a bit of fine tuning. Let's go straight to 1 because we're so far off anyway. Okay, filter 3s. I'll do the fine tuning with the 2s if necessary. We're going to get there. So each one is worth 40, so we'll waste 10, and that's fine. We've got to level 10, we got to level 10! Oh my gosh. I'm going to take a screenshot from my guild. I'm not really that chatty in my guild chat, because I don't want to stifle everybody else's point of view. I mean, people know my point of view because I make videos from time to time these days. But I don't want to stifle anybody else, and I'm actually genuinely interested to find out what other people think on different matters. So that's part of the reason why I don't post so much in the guild, but I do definitely read every message. Cool. Oh my gosh, my life has just changed. No more concealed strike for this Hanzo anyway. Wowzers. So I can actually start working on other incredibly important things like dodge. So the 2 most important runes here in this deck is, in no particular order, Torment. Crazy useful at level 10, or level 9 would be fine. Hanzo, I think that rune needs to be level 10. Great. I would be more ready for the next deck Jewels, but I can't do it for like 5 months, because as I say, with the time zones in the UK, deck Jewels would always come during my lunch breaks, so that's giving away too much. I mean, to my opponents. Okay. What time is it? Yeah, so and again, it's like 6 o'clock until it's a new day. System time, which I'll probably wake up about 7ish usually. So that's not too bad actually, that's for the better. Okay, so what we got today, eh? It was ×2 meld, double or. I haven't done secret codes in so long. How long is this video? 14 minutes of quality. Okay, so actually what I want to do, I think I will generate a bit more glory. So unlocked, filter 1 star. What I want to do is start working on that voodoo again to get that back up. Oh, No, I'm going to have to change the direction. I'm not really bothered about my tournament ranking. I want to try and boost this main deck. So maybe I'm going to work on that dodge. Trying to think what is the most useful thing I can do right now. there's so much to be honest, so much. Yeah, I think I'm gonna work on that dodge, get that dodge rune up. Because yeah, I'll think on it. Because again, I'm just really not into the yo-yo thing with the tournament as much as I really, probably should prioritise my main deck. I can't take that tournament thing, and I will have another Paragon soon. So, could stabilise it. And what I'm talking about is if each one of my tournament decks has Paragon, then that will be stabilised to an extent, won't it? Right, so let's try and put Voodoo back on that Queen Temptress. Not that one. This one. Is it this one? I don't know if they've even got Voodoo. There's Ice Arrow. Punch Wheel. Try doing a meld. Every single meld attempt these days for Queen Temptress has to go right to the max. Okay, so I'm going to equip that. There's no point in having Voodoo unless it's like level 8, level 9. Probably level 9. I can't leave it level 1 though, no way. Principle, so... And I'll worry about the dodge another time. But obviously it's easier to go from level 1 to level 2, 3, 4, 5 than getting dodge from 5 to 6. I'm doing... where is it? I apologise. Here we go. Just wanted to do this now before I forget. Oh, it's so good to have a concealed strike. Going to a tournament battle just to show off concealed strike. Obviously this voodoo dudess with voodoo at level 4 is not going to function properly, bottom line. But she's going to have to just live with that yet. Really shouldn't have a problem. Okay, Vial. And Wraith. I feel very confident. And I can't wait to see Hanzo. Wowzers. Oh my gosh. Still 50 rage. I haven't looked at this deck in a little while. So that's 8 costs. You are 16 costs. So I need an extra 6. I've only got an extra 3 cost in the deck to use up. Where's that weak voodoo? Right, it's my Wraith deck, or to be honest, Wraith doesn't rely on voodoo as much because everybody is dead, usually. Model's crazy useful, to say the least. Surprise, surprise. There's another dodge rune. And that wasn't the worst timing in the world. Where's Hanzo? I was just about to say this is looking particularly good for me. And then Paragon popped up. What have you got? So sharp. I'm not sure if it's good news or bad news, but this particular fight will be extended a little bit. Only a little bit if that horn beast doesn't dodge. We're going to see what Hanzo can do with a rage. Ooh. Still. We halved the rage and brought it onto our side. Now it couldn't be helped that we got retreated or whatever it was, because I tried to build decks that can resist retreats, but either way their hero pointless as long as Hanzo's there. We're going to take all the rage. Oof, sweeping blow, Graboid. Old school. Alright, now they die. I was thinking Wraith. Very fortunate that he dodged. And very fortunate for me that Capricorn hasn't got dodged. They should move that dodge rune, obviously, to this, because Fervent triggers again. But it's the basics. Anyway, this is what's known as a guaranteed win. Then they're not going to recover from there. That Jormungand is a revive 2. I think they're all out. Is this revive? Frost Armor, even if that was revive, I've got Paragon, it's got Torment, Rune at level 10, and Hanzo's not going anywhere. With this a guaranteed win. Excellent. Really happy with Hanzo. I know he's got Wraith, and I know he's level 106. I keep forgetting that I'm level 98. But he's still rolling with Killer Queen, and he's still rolling with, I like that Sacrifice meld, Hobbinger, and I understand a recycle meld, multi-meld with Rebirth, that's all good. Apart from the fact that they are dead. Yeah, no chance. And my Queen Temptress is established, so that's Rage Control. He's never going to fire, and I will fire. And I've got 10 cards, and he's got 7. He did. Let's move on. Alright, can I squeeze in another battle? Right, let's just do a skip through. I'll try and see, see, this might be a challenge. No, Lucidity, this might be a challenge for my, Vile deck. I could go Vile against Vile and definitely win. But it might be more interesting going up against a level 7 Spirit Arbiter who's got Octavius. Let's do it. I'm not saying I'm going to win. I would have won that. And my Wraith deck would smash this as well, definitely. Because he's probably retreats, of course. I say the challenge is whether Vile can actually cope with the Rage Control. We'll see. And even if it doesn't mean that the deck is rubbish or that it's amazing, depending on how it goes. Because, you know, luck of the draw does count. Cool. This really could have been a lot worse, I'm going to be honest with you. It could have been a lot worse. My Hanzo's going to jump right in, and I think we've established as much Rage Control as what we will ever need. Who does Concealed Strike take? Neither. That seal's not good. They're all dead. They need to really retreat my queen to... Oh my gosh, man. Oh, yeah. Who sealed me? Oh, entrap. Okay, so 60%, that's pretty good. Fair enough. Mass charm. When I saw Paragon before, I just assumed that it was her that sealed my Hanzo. It wasn't, man. I was just thinking that Queen Temptress needs to dodge. Does anybody think that he's got any chance whatsoever? I'm just surprised that he's even got that rage. But, you know, I think Spirit Arbiter does build rage particularly quickly. Which is definitely a plus point for her. And I look forward to getting you Spirit Arbiter. I can actually get you from the yeah. Okay, so in this video I'm gonna get Spirit Arbiter, and I'm gonna see how far I can level it up. I don't think I'm gonna be able to level it up very far, but the skip out of this is a guaranteed win. Well done, Val. Right, so we're gonna get Spirit Arbiter. Okay, my rank has gone up. I'm not used to being this low ranked, but all is about to change. Right, so we're going to go to Bazaar. This is going to be long. I warn you. This is impossible to do this quickly. Bye. Yes. Oh my gosh. I've got like 169,000 ore. So you can imagine how crazy long this potentially could take. But casting my mind back to when I first started playing the game, I kind of... to be in this position where you can just get Spirit Arbiter outright, or these heroes which look like they're unachievable, would have been just like mind-blowing. It's like, wow. I never would have imagined that it would ever generate this much ore in the lifetime of me playing the game. And obviously when anybody starts playing the game, they don't really know how long they're going to play for. You know what I mean? It's just, you give it a try, you don't mind it, and you kind of like it a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more. But yeah, these efforts should definitely stabilise my tournament deck. I was waiting to get Spirit to a certain level before I started purchasing, but all that's gone out the window now, son. Yeah, I've kind of lost patience with Armageddon. So even if I just keep this at level 4 until I get more ore, then I would kind of rather that than still roll with Armageddon. Not to say Armageddon is awful, and not to say that it's not useful some of the time, but today's kind of meta, I think, for free-to-play is kind of like along those lines of Wraith, and getting the most out of it and trying to make it work by stopping the Ultima heroes, meaning like the best of the best heroes like Ronin and things like that, by doing your best with Aquarius. I don't know a lot about Ronin. I think Ronin gets rage anyway. I'm not too sure. But you can definitely stop Druidess with a few Aquarius and maybe a Hanzo. I'm really happy with my Hanzo, really happy with the Concealed Strike rune, but Aquarius is still better. It is better. And to be fair, IGG are being a little bit more generous with the Hanzo shards. So if they're going to nerf anything, it might sound like crazy talk, they might actually prefer to nerf Hanzo more so than nerf an Aquarius, or maybe they just think that, and I don't think IGG think along these lines, but if they kind of tempt people with Hanzo, then it could invest them in the game, because you need to get more and more shards, and you need to kind of save up gems or buy gems, and then you need to get the concealed strike rune, which you need to get from LP, which is either from playing the game or buying gems again. All these things to invest you in the game. I don't think that IGG spend a lot of time about that. I think they're just focused on what heroes and creatures can they bring out to get people to spend money. And maybe the events, I think, is a secondary consideration, obviously given the limited number of events that they release. But yeah, I just think their profit strategy is just bringing out new creatures and sometimes new heroes. But I think in terms of what can really unbalance a game, that would be a hero. But I think that they don't mind so much bringing out new creatures, because they can just tweak and nerf that one creature. But to tweak and nerf a hero, I think that, as I say, I think for them it's a bigger deal. Right, here we go. Spirit Arbiter. Oh my gosh, man. Yay! Screenshot. If you know, and I know there's a lot of people out there who haven't watched my really early videos, I was 100% a Spirit Arbiter man for a very, very long time. It's good to, it's good to be back. Anyway, so first thing we've got to do is strip the runes off Homigan, because it's going to go on Spirit Arbiter. Okay, so haste, Neander. I prefer if that was Morty, but it's not so urgent with spirits, and she's, equal opportunities and all that. What is that Morty for? Hero. Oh, first things first. Lock it. Cool, so we got spirit. Equip. That. Multi-vigor. Who am I going to have in here? Alright, let's go with Neander for now, just because it's... Am I missing something like crucial? Maybe it had Feign Vigor. I don't know, so... Let's just roll with this. Equip. Cool. So we are going to be doing some leveling up in a second. Hero. False Spirit Arbiter. Yeah. I like it. What I'm going to do... Yeah, Spirit is going to be my number 2 boss. Wraith is my number 1 boss. And what that means is I need to move that Feign Vigor. Really what I need to do is move everything from Vile to Spirit. I don't think I've got the patience to do that right now. But there is one thing I want to move. Alright. What I'm looking at is well, I didn't put any runes on Vile. That may well have affected their performance. Which means it's still on you. Right, let's triple this. Initial rage, very important on spirits, and would have been equally important on Vile. So that's my bad. Okay, spirit. Okay, so initial rage, 7, big deal. Multi, get rid of that multi figure for now. And replace it with Feign Vigor, because it's got TUE cycle 1 in that defensive deck. Okay. I'm already more happy with it. And that's fine. That's fine. Right, cool. Save that. Bizarre. Or. I think a lot of people, especially my sensei Yamada-san, was talking about maybe IGG will release another hero, and that hero is going to be decent. And you can use the ore to get that, and that, of course that is possible. That could happen today, tomorrow, a minute from now, 2 minutes from now. It's just that I don't think IGG think along those lines. And they haven't nerfed Spirit, yes, they've just done a nerf of Vile. So because, does that nerf of Vile mean that they're still thinking about nerfing heroes? Especially free-to-play heroes? Or does it mean that they're done with that now, and now they're going to focus on something else? And, you know, maybe if they were going to nerf Spirits, they would have done it at the same time as well. Maybe. Who knows? Okay. And now I'm thinking at the back of my mind, the thing to do is really wait until I can get it up to like level 6, 7. And bypass 5. Is it level 7 or level 6? I can't remember. But I ain't gonna do that, I ain't got the patience for it. Right, so what we're gonna do is... Actually, it's probably better to sell off things in the mail first, because there's a capacity on the mail, and I think there's a bit more generous in terms of storing up the... let's do this quick. 4-star glory things. The glory things. Right, so enhancement, enhance hero, switch. Spirit Dominator. I didn't even think about her skills, which is going to be another expense. But it is definitely what I'm going to do, so I need another 30 shards to get that to level 4. Let's do it. One, ha ha ha, 2, ha ha ha, 3, 4. Why don't RGG just allow us to buy like chunks of 5, man? Gosh. Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask? I think most people will probably be buying them like one at a time, and they're not going to mind. But really, I mean, come on, man. The programming just allows us to buy it 5 at a time. Please. Please, man. Please. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's 24 now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, cool. So we're going to get that up to level 4. We need 16 for that yet. Anyway, we're going to need all of this glory. Because I want to try and get protection, etc. Right, so enhance hero. Makes me nervous with all that just sit. I didn't use an Omni Shot then, did I? Oh my gosh, I hope I didn't. Anyway, before we get any more disasters, protection is what we want at any level. Protection doesn't need to be like level 20,000, just need it. And then we move on. Hopefully get deathless or something. And this might take every bit of glory. We'll take that. Right, so Armageddon, what are you? At least it does direct damage, so we'll go for the Soul Drain. That's not a worry. So we're going to go on. The one before that, the one that did direct damage, maybe we could have done that. 30 direct damage, who cares? Deep Freeze, no magic. Cripple. We'll go with Cripple. Deathless 1. Deathless 1 is better than no Deathless. We'll go on from there. What I'm thinking is, how far can we level this up? So probably got about, what, 80 shards? 70, 80 shards worth? Enhance the hero. So that'd be 40. Yeah, she takes a dip at level 5. So it's better to go to level 6, I think. So I can't really, well I can, but it'd be better for me to stay at level 4 until I can go to maybe level 7, level 6, 7, something like that. Which is something that my Capitan, Mr. Box, said, and I completely agree. Alright, so we're going to go on these hero skills again. Switch hero. Switch ARBITER. Does she need Deathless in this deck? She got 2 recycled 1s, that's not a lot, but I kind of want her to have Deathless anyway. Recycle 1's not strong. But we'll see what we get. Alright, so enhance, hero, switch, spirit. What else do I want? Just thinking I can roll with Deathless 1 for now. So what else? What else is more important? I would prefer Freezing Dance or Mass Charm. We're gonna get rid of Arrogant. Berserk, nope. Cripple, nope. Berserk, nope. Nothing magic based. Death Cloud. Okay, refresh. So we took Death Cloud and now we're going to try and get something better. When destroyed, waste, dumbstruck. No, reliant upon 2 Feign, that's not what we want. But we will go from Death Cloud 1 to Death Cloud 3. Now again, 5 on it. Assault Drain, Kindle, no way. 5 on it. Kindle. Does anybody else get that sense that we're going to be burning through a lot of glory? But now I've got my Concealed Strike to level 10. I really don't mind as much, even though I do need to start working on other runes. So hero, filter, unlock. Filter 1 star. 21,000, we'll take that yet. 2 star. Fiddy. Right, we're going to go with that. Let's just quickly go back to the hero. And yeah, and I was talking about protection before. Obviously, I'm not satisfied with 340, but the maximum for protection you only get like 500. So for the sake of a million billion more glory points, I think I'd rather just focus on the other things for now. Alright, Death Cloud 5. Fresh. Nothing with magic or weak damage. What I'm thinking is though, is that Deathclad magic which is going to trigger immunity? I'm not sure. I think that axe thing might mean that it's magic. And if it is, it gotta go. $150 direct damage is not even worth it. In some ways I'd rather have cripple. Deep freeze, no. Uh-oh. I'm just thinking about how much we're having to spend here. Cripple, kindle, deep, shadow, war, dumb, fuzz, fire, bath. Cool. We're gonna roll with cool. Right, so now it's deathless. Really, the only thing that can get me from deathless is higher deathless, or freezing dance or something like that. That would be very interesting. Okay. And I'm also thinking about the massive investment that's going to take, so we're going to surrender. I think we're going to end up spending everything. Well, that's what it's there for. 20,000, that's not a lot. Filter 4. 20,000. That's everything. So we've got 41,000 to try and do something with. Okay. I'm not convinced that we're going to have enough to get to decent deathless. Of course, because I don't know. It could happen next turn, it might not happen at all. Getting a bit worried. Okay, I definitely don't want to accidentally skip past something. Not going to happen. You usually do get it on like the last turn. No. No, not this time. Right, so I think that's everything. Yep. Little bit disappointed, so Spirit Arbiter. Wraith Vial. The Trivector. Whatever that means. Anyway, Trifecta or something. Oh, who knows. So this has got Paragon and Coal. And whatever Spirit does. Scourge. That's not too bad. It's got Wraith. It's got Vial. With Paragon. It's a bit weak sauce really though. I mean, who's going to do the damage other than Shirobakera? And that's reliant upon it having health really to do decent damage. But I can't. Well, I felt before that I couldn't weaken. Hold on. Oh, there it is. I'm looking for my flesh summoner. Thinking, where the hell is it? Okay, so we've got to do a battle. Somebody. You, son. Aquarius is probably not the ideal. Damn, Alice as well. It's really annoying. That's really annoying. See, Aquarius is going to drag out the battle, but it's not to say I can't win it. A Vial deck would be better for this, but I've now changed it to Spirit. go Spirit against Spirit, even though he's got Alice and... Oh, it's not a good matchup. I'm not saying we can't win, but it's not a good matchup. Listen, I'm going to save it for another time. I've got a feeling the video is like, 15 minutes, right? So please like, subscribe. Before we go, let's see what they're doing today. Shepherd's Paradise, daily random buff. Right, let's see what we get for the daily random buff. So this, Schmelt, look it, refresh, startest. Oh, first gem purchase. Yeah, I'm still free to play. That's not quite going to sway me either. Anyway, so please like, subscribe. There's Steve, and I'm out.